Jones. I am back with another one. Death, the first thing I see. Ego death, physical death. Second thing I see too, it popped right back on the top, y'all. Right back here on the top. Funny part about it is, yeah. To God be the glory, right? To God be the glory. It's all about the money, y'all. It's all about the money. Same shit, different day. Somebody doing their best to try to humiliate you in public. It's all about the money. Having a showing extreme greed for wealth and material gain. People like this deserve to lose their life. People like that deserve to lose what's closest to them. People like that deserve to lose their money, first and foremost. That's what people like that need. Maybe they don't need to lose their life, but they damn sure need to lose their money. And so they can see somebody codependent on somebody here. They deserve to lose every dime it is that they're chasing. People like that should be the ones that go broke, but a lot of times when people like that go broke, they just commit suicide. You can tell these Densey bitches, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. You can tell these people with nothing in life to have other than money. You can tell the people who this is their first, their last, and their everything right here. You can tell those kind of people. Because when it's all gone, stock market crash, something drastically happens, everybody run to the bank to pull out money and you ain't got none. them be the type them be the type that want to commit suicide. They don't know no other way to live. They have no other way to live other than with money. They pride themselves off money. Gemini, I see you. Pride themselves off money, buying candles overseas to do spell work. Family, somebody's family. Yeah, no, I got Gemini in my family somewhere. Honestly, I think my brother is a Gemini. I don't really know. I don't really know for sure. I just seen a Libra as well. Is that a gold digging Libra family? It could be a Gemini and a Libra that's family. Who knows? But they pride themselves on money. People think when they get a little money, it sets them apart from the rest. Depending on who you are, a lot of times you get money and it sets you right there with the rest of them. Trash. A lot of times that's what it make you. You know, people say money enhance who they truly are. And so if you're the type of person who is already trash, who already carried yourself as such, the money is only going to help you be even more that. If you're the type of person who is already humble, who wants to help people, who genuinely care about people, not what they think, but about people in general, then money is going to help you be more of that. But a lot of times, what you get is the latter end of that. You get the people who are greedy, the people who are selfish, the people that feel like money make them better. And you know what? Those are the people who talk about people who have less than them. In fact, they're probably the same people that steal from people who have less than them. These are cowards. They're really broken minded people, and that's why they act the way they do. They have nothing else that will lift them up, and so they use their money to do that. That's a sad way to live, y'all. Broken way of life. Immature, broken cowards in the background who do evil things to people because you feel like you can get away with it. And you deserve to be broken down from exactly what you admire the most, your money, from exactly the thing that you cherish the most, your money. You deserve to lose it all. Trying to make you sick. Guess that's what the paying for the candles overseas for, trying to make you sick. Let me tell you, they'll die long before you will. They'll see you get exactly what they don't want you to have, and then they'll take their last little breath on her. That's all. As long as you're a person of God and you stick with them, it's not a candle they can buy overseas that's going to help them. And them and their wife that they taking up for can go to hell. Yeah. It reminds me of what Pearl was quoting earlier, T.I. song. If I said it, then I meant it, and what? Fuck nigga. Oops, did I say that? My bad. My bad, y'all. I wasn't trying to say that. My bad. My bad. Let me shut up. I go too far. I go too far. Somebody bought a house. Somebody bought a house. My bad, y'all. Get carried away. I forget I was on here for a second. I don't be trying to say stuff like that. You know, it's so funny. People, yeah, man, people had a way of bringing the ignorance out of you. It's like you don't want to stoop down to their level, but sometimes you be want to get on their level just to punch them right in the face because I feel like that's what they deserve a lot of times. Bring you back down to reality because sometimes people money go to their head. It go to their head, especially when they somebody who ain't grow up with anything, especially when they grew up with nothing, then they really start feeling like they better than somebody else. I see bribe right here. Somebody may have bribed somebody to do something. I see royalty right here. They bribed somebody to do something. And they stole it right behind it, y'all. Not only that, somebody might need to go to prison around this thing. Because I don't know what they're trying to do. Trying to control you. Like somebody got something on their mind. Corruption. Somebody bribed somebody to do something. Somebody. It's so funny when I was scrolling on IG earlier. That's what I was listening to. Somebody saying it was about the judge who was explaining to people how us, when I say us, people like this, the men, how they bank on the men losing their tempers when it come down to certain things, and they bank on them pretty much volunteering to go to prison by doing stuff they know they shouldn't be doing because they're upset at what somebody said. It's so funny that I got that after my last reading, corruption right here. I got that after my last reading. So it kind of implies, because I told y'all how I kind of read into stuff, it kind of implies that someone was upset about my last reading, in which I was talking about certain people who have went out the way to imitate me. Again, piss poor morals. I quoted from T.I. and how certain people have went out the way to imitate me. The same people. On matter of fact, I said I wasn't gonna say it because I'm still looking for me an attorney. But that's hell. The truth is the truth. And ain't no lie in it. You know, it's so funny. Lies come out of other people's mouths and people get angry about certain things. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Like I said, certain people, Geminis included, have went out their way to imitate certain things. Imitate certain things about me. And we also talked about how people with money have stolen certain things. I'm trying to think, did I talk about anything else other than that? Them imitating me, them stealing certain things, them going out the way to make me look a certain way, to spread these rumors about me. I think that's all I talked about anyway. And so I was scrolling after I got off my phone for a second, and that's one of the things that caught my eye. It's this judge saying how people would just go out their way. How they pretty much volunteer to go to prison because evidently they're so angry. They're so angry at what's being said. And my thing is, if you're so angry at what's being said, then why don't you correct it? Don't correct it from the person that's saying it. Correct it from the person that's doing it. That's how you can solve those issues. 12:12 on the clock right now. That's how you can solve that. And so I don't know, y'all. It looks like somebody here may have been bribed for it to say corruption. You know, you don't look at the racetrack worker and say corruption. You don't look at the person that work at public storage and say it's corruption. It's corruption when it's people in positions of power, right? Got that 144 again. It's corruption when people are in positions of power. Now, this card came out last time, and I was saying it could be someone's mother, mother-in-law, who has connections to people in powerful positions that may have done something. And so, yeah, now we get somebody may have bribed somebody to commit an unaliving. Y'all all deserve to go to prison. As far as I'm concerned, I just seen white. It could be somebody's name. It could be somebody's color. Somebody could be a white person who's doing this. Trying to set somebody up here. But we did just see someone bribe somebody to commit an unaliving here. So somebody was paid to unalive somebody. It says corruption. So somebody in a powerful position was paid to unalive somebody. It's because somebody feels entitled here. And if that's the case, then a lot of people deserve to go to prison. I just seen building alliances for power. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you're messing with a person of God, you will go way before they do. You'll go way before they do. Whether you think your money Your money is doing it or not. I just seen bad attitude. That's the problem. These people have a bad attitude and they feel like they're just entitled to do what they want to do, whether that's ruin somebody else's life, whether that's unalive somebody, whether that is set people up, whether that's steal from somebody. They feel like they're entitled to do so, and that's just not the case. And unfortunately, I'm not one of those people you can scare real easy, using other people to make you jealous. Says these people hate you. But I always say the truth is, when it comes down to things like this, they truly hate themselves. And that's where the problem lies, the hatred they have for themselves. And that's why they look at other people and they get so jealous and so envious and just so angry with them when you don't even know them. This is why they look at other people and they want to do things to be like them. And now I feel like when that's a situation, when that type of situation occurs, and you have somebody right there with you, and you have all these things going for you, and you still going out your way to try to be like somebody else, then maybe the person, whoever attention you want, maybe that person just should check themselves. Maybe they need to look into that a little bit further. You need to figure out why it is that you're so easily convinced to be somebody else when you don't have the attention of someone. And they need to figure out what it is about them that makes you want to be somebody else. This is just it's a sad thing here. It says sabotage here. Again, buying candles overseas. Somebody here is in their feelings. I don't know who. I don't know if it's the mother-in-laws. I don't know if it's the family. I don't know if it's your family, they family. But somebody here is in their feelings, bribing people to try to unalive somebody. I'm gonna be here for a long time, y'all. And I feel like any person of God is gonna be here for a long time as well. Any person here doing what God created for them to do, any person that's here on their assignment, doing what they are called to do, living in their divine purpose, while you have jackasses in the backgrounds who are not living in their divine purpose, who is angry about that because they want to be everything that you are not. Their little anger is gonna mess around and it's gonna unalive them. Their anger. It's gonna put them in a situation to be unalive. Whether that's going to prison and people seeing you for who you are and unaliving you, or whether that's being out here on the street and people seeing you for who you are and trying to unalive you. You'll get there before this person who is on their assignment gets there. It's men. It's men doing this. That's what it says. Make you a believer. Mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Somebody's mother-in-law is here. Bribing people. I can't make this up. I just cut the deck on this. I'm literally just shuffling. I'm just shuffling, y'all. I just cut the deck on this. So maybe a celebrity's mother-in-law is bribing somebody here to unalive somebody. Corruption. A lot of people deserve to go to prison here. And if they are willing to go, because the truth is told about a bitter person, then by all means, they can go to hell too. It just doesn't make sense to me. Hi from Taiwan. I look like Denzel Washington. That is funny. Y'all silly. You look good though. I'll take it. That's not my daddy though. It's so funny. I used to call somebody else my daddy. I really don't know what's going on with this energy though right now. Be honest with you. Because money kind of goes to people's head, and I just hope like it doesn't yeah, yeah. Some things are just sad. You can't really do anything about it. It's sad how things take a turn for the worse when there's money involved. Jealousy, envy at the end of the day. But if you just played your part as a person, whatever it was that you were in, then jealousy wouldn't be an issue. What are you jealous for? What are you envious for? Why is it that you can't be yourself? Why are you pretending to be someone else? And why are you getting upset at that person for calling you out or making a statement about something that could have been done? If it's family, again, same for family. What are you jealous about? What are you envious about? Why are you upset for people calling out the truth? Is it because you're used to lies? I feel like that's what it is. People get so, and I just heard something say that people get so used to lies being told, they don't know how to handle the truth. Severely declining population here. Well, we know that's not going to be God's people that's severely declining. And so, God forbid something happens to somebody here. I better be careful out there. Better be careful out there. No, I couldn't. I be want to say stuff, y'all, but I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. Because I be getting so much and I don't even know how to react to what it is that I'm getting for real. I don't know how to react to it. You seeing Gemini here. It's so funny. It's so funny the way I get things. And you can't really tell who and what it's from because it says Gemini, and I keep looking over here at this white car. Again, this could be a name, it could be a color of somebody here. And it's so funny because I'm thinking of two Geminis, and white would refer to both of them. It's so funny how my spirit guides do things. Sometimes it's meant for you to know things, and sometimes when they don't want you to know, it could be real tricky when it's like that. It can be real tricky. Says laugh now, cry later. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh all the time because laughter is the best. Because you know what? There's some idiots out there who are miserable enough, to be honest with you. Miserable ass people. They have nice houses, nice cars, family person, and they still at home miserable as hell. And it takes me right back to that song, T.I. I'm happy with the riches because they piss poor morally. There's no other way. He said it best. It's exactly what it is. Like, why are y'all so miserable in life? If you have such a good life going on, shouldn't you be out there living it? Right? You should be living your best life. You shouldn't be focused on what somebody else is doing. And so part of me wants to say, I don't know. I was saying I did call somebody my daddy. I was gonna say, are they trying to take my daddy out? Not my daddy. You wonder, are they? Hell, then you got a question. Did It's like, did my daddy switch sides? Daddy, did you switch sides? um, yeah, I'm gonna stop being silly. I'm gonna stop being silly, y'all. Man, keep saying reverse all spell work. Reverse all spell work. Gotta reverse that spell work, y'all. You know what's funny? Some mess around that happened to them, they gonna swear you did it. That's the funny part about it. They gonna swear you did it. Whole time that's what's been in their head. See a brother and sister duo here. Somebody working together here. Brother and sister duo. Why are they working together? Because they're jealous. These people are jealous, hateful, envious, and there's not enough money in the world to take that jealousy, that hatefulness out of their hearts, out of their souls. You know, that's work they have to do on themselves. And when people are willing to go to prison, it's a lot of work they need to do on themselves. But hey, maybe that's, maybe that's the place for them. You know, the free world it ain't for everybody. Some people take freedom to a whole nother level and they think they're entitled and they can do stuff and they're superior to others and that they can get away with certain things because they have certain titles in life or a certain amount of money. But the justice system is for everybody. It can work for you or it can work against you. And we did see corruption, so we know it's somebody in some type of power position that's out here trying to do it, but that doesn't mean you're excused when it comes to the law either. Whatever it is that's in your mind, you're not going to get away with it. You won't get away with it. You know, I feel like people are sad, pathetic, poor excuses for men and women out here lately. Like, where are all the real men and the real women out here lately? And if that's somebody's mother-in-law, they need to put her ass in a nursing home somewhere. Because she going to cause you more trouble than y'all think. More trouble than you could ever imagine around here. More trouble than you should even have to imagine. You know, certain people get to a certain age and it's safe to say you too old for that shit. You're too old for it. But you know what? Certain people get closer to the end of their time and they feel like they can get away with anything. Sometimes when you get a little bit more money in your pocket, you feel like you can get away with anything. You feel like that more money is going to help you to be able to get away with certain things. And it doesn't. It's going to end you up in either jail or hell. And it's so funny because these are conversations you're supposed to be having with your children. You're not supposed to have these type of conversations with adults. But somehow it gets to be like that. It gets to be like that. And so I don't know. It says reverse all spell work. I like to read Psalms 109. I'm going to read it right now while we all here. We can touch and agree on it. Turn on the lights. I can see. Says, O God, whom I praise, do not remain silent, for the wicked and the deceitful open their mouths against me. They speak about me with their lying tongues. They surround me with hateful words, and they attack me without cause. They resist me in response to my love, but I continue to pray. They repay me with bad for good and hatred for my love. Appoint a wicked man over him. May a resistor stand at his right hand. When he is judged, may he be found guilty. May even his prayer be counted as a sin. Let his days be few. His office of oversight let someone else take. Let his children become fatherless and his wife a widow. May his children become wandering beggars, foraging for food from their ruined homes. May his creditor seize all that he has, and may strangers plunder his possessions. May no one extend kindness to him, and may no one show favor to his fatherless children. Let his descendants be cut off. May their names be erased within a generation. Let the errors of his forefathers be remembered by Jehovah, and may the sin of his mother not be erased. May Jehovah always be mindful of what they have done, and may he cut off the memory of them from the earth. For he did not remember to show kindness, but he kept pursuing the oppressed, poor, and broken-hearted man to put him to death. He loved to pronounce the curse, so that is what came upon him. He had no desire to bless, so he received no blessings. He was clothed with curses as his garments, and they were poured into his body like water, into his bones like oil. May his curses be like the clothing in which he wraps himself, and like the belt he always wears. This is the payment from Jehovah from the one who resists me, and for those who speak evil things against me. It says, "But to you, the sovereign Lord, act in my behalf for the sake of your name. Rescue me because your loyal love is good. For I am helpless and poor, and my heart has been pierced within me. I'm passing away like a fading shadow. I have been shaken off like a locust. My knees give away from the fasting. My body is thin, and I am wasting away. I have become the object of their taunts. When they see me, they shake their heads. Help me, O God. Save me by your loyal love. May they know that this is by your hand, that you, O God, have done it. Let them pronounce a curse, but may you give blessings. When they rise up against me, may they be put to shame. But let your servant rejoice. Let those who resist me be clothed with humiliation. May they be wrapped in their shame as in a robe. My mouth will fervently praise God. I will praise him in front of many people, for he will stand at the right hand of the poor to save him from those who condemn him." I always like to read 110, y'all, because it seems like 110 goes right with that. And so it says, "God declared to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I place your enemies as a footstool for your feet." Jehovah will extend the scepter of your power out of Zion, saying, "Go subduing in the midst of your enemies." Your people will offer themselves willingly on the day of your military force and splendor holiness from the womb of the dawn. You have your company of young men just like dewdrops. Jehovah has sworn an oath, and he will not change his mind. You are a priest forever, or a priestess. In the manner of Melchizedek, Jehovah will be at your right hand. He will crush the kings on the day of his anger. He will execute judgment against the nations. He will fill the land with dead bodies. He will crush the leader of the vast land. He will drink from the stream along the road. Therefore, he will hold his head high. And so, since we all here, maybe we can all touch and agree. I know that was a little bit harsh. It's like my go-to return to sender. I know it was a little bit harsh. But when somebody's being bribed to unalive somebody, you can't be nice about that, y'all. You can't be nice about everything. Even God has vengeance, so it's not logical to think we're gonna just walk around and just be all love and light all the time. And honestly, I think that is love and light. That is that's giving it over to God and letting Him handle it how He sees fit, however that is. And so, or whoever out here that's paying someone to unalive somebody, probably using someone in the system. Anytime it says corruption and you talk about unaliving someone, I think about police officers, easily bribed police officers, and we hear a lot of times of them working with people, with certain and who are in other positions of power, or with them working with people who are well-known people who have a lot of clout, who have a lot of fans, and so yeah. Whatever case this is, I just seen Burger Kings, Dairy Queens. That's definitely them, whoever that is. Burger Kings and Dairy Queens. Look, there it goes again. People who don't walk in with their crown. People's crown is given to them by what they have, and therefore that's why I was just saying about the money. People look at that money like it's end all be all for them. And for some people, it is the end all be all. Their money, that's as far as it's going to go. That's as big as they're going to get. However much their money is, that's as valuable as they're going to be in life. And that's sad to say. But people find that being a good thing. If you're this $1 million person and their value is $1 million, they're happy with that. They're excited about that. If their value is $50 million, they're happy with that. They're excited about that. And that's why when that money is gone, they be ready to kill themselves. If they don't be ready to commit unaliving anymore, they be ready to take themselves out then when that money is gone. And that's why I say the first thing should be hit is their pockets. This is the problem right here. They see you as a threat. Could be an artist. Why don't you change something about the way you handle things, the way you do things? Why don't you maybe go to therapy or something and fix yourself? Can't see somebody as a threat and all of a sudden want to unalive them. Especially when that backfire hits you, then what's going to happen then? What's going to happen then? Somebody could have got a reading on you. They're spiritually stalking. So they probably hear everything that's going on. This mother in law, probably not that too far off from being gone themselves. That's the funny part about it. Maybe that's why they don't care. But that's your problem. It's not mine. So something happened to the mother in law. She just so happened to not wake up. It ain't me. It was God's will. And maybe if they got in touch with God, maybe if they were a little bit closer to God, then it wouldn't have happened. Maybe if they were a little bit closer to God, then they would have had a little bit more time. That time would have been extended. I see Gemini here again. Trickster. This person is carefree right now. Cloud chasing. That's what they're doing. Cloud chasing. See public humiliation here. Sending subliminal messages. 911. Someone please call 911. That song say, tell him I just been shot down. And the bullets in my heart. And it's piercing through my soul. Feel my body getting cold. Fatal attraction here. Somebody's sick minded, man. Somebody's sick. Fatal attraction to someone here. Sound like somebody don't want to let somebody go here. Sound like somebody's being left. Sound like somebody need therapy. Them and their mama. Them and their mama need some therapy. Well, know what? I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Why? Because I know. Because I know who I'm protected by, the Most High. That's why I'm gonna sleep good tonight. And so I hope y'all have enough confidence in God to do the same. Sleep well tonight. You know who you're protected by. These people are fools. Unfortunately, you know, it's not good for them to be a fool. God doesn't speak well about fools. What he does talk about is wisdom. And that's what a lot of these people here lack. They lack wisdom. Smart but not wise. Now, are people so smart so they stupid? I feel like it's one of those cases. I feel like this is one of those cases here. This thing gonna keep following y'all. I'm telling y'all, every time I'm talking about a certain thing, it does this. It don't be want to sit up there. It'll keep on sliding. Keep sliding here. You see a gold digger? And maybe this gold digger has some type of fatal attraction towards someone here. Someone may be going through some type of spiritual awakening. And he all in my car. All in my car. And I seen you earlier. You just now leaving from here. I seen you way earlier. Anyway. Let's pull some signs, y'all. I already seen Gemini like 10 times in this thing already. That's the only sign keep popping out is Gemini. And I could think of two Geminis. I don't know about y'all, who the Gemini is for y'all. No, and it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody's sun sign. It could be their moon sign. What's in their Venus. There'd be a number of different things. But you got somebody who sees you as a threat. Had a fatal attraction to a person. They don't want to let somebody go. You know, you have some people who are just that sick in the mind. They feel like if I can't have you, nobody can have you. That's very sick. That's a mental illness, and it's unfortunate that the mother-in-law, who is evidently the mother of this person, they don't have any wisdom to give to them. So you know they won't be wanting to. I'm sorry, y'all. You know they won't be wanting the ancestors when they cross over because they ain't got no wisdom at all to give to this person, y'all. None. And they calling shots like that. Literally, they may literally be calling shots here. And so you can understand why this person don't really have it all because what the mother-in-law is doing. Look at what the mother-in-law is doing. You can tell people who's just used to using their power and privilege and they really don't have any sense to come along with it. And that's kind of sad, y'all. It's sad when you think about it. I'm going to start being serious now. I'm going to stop laughing. Can I get some signs? There's nothing coming out of this deck, y'all. So evidently, it's just Gemini. It's just Gemini. What is this? Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Hang on and keep shuffling through here, y'all. Nothing's popping out. So I'm going to say it's just Gemini here. It's just Gemini. because ain't nothing else popping up. All right. So Gemini's got a little disorder going on. Something with their emotions that need to be regulated. That's not regulated. Yeah. Somebody could definitely be bribing somebody here. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Gemini could be. We seen white. White could be a name, but Gemini, hell, could be a black man. Because when I was watching a video about the judge, she was definitely talking to us, people who look like us. We realize they not all like us. You know that. But she was talking to us and about us. About how our black men out there can't control their anger when it come down to stuff. And so we don't really know. Gemini could be. Gemini could be a black man. The person they paid could be a black man. No, she was talking about how people anger gets the best of them. The person who's angry could be a black man. Look. First thing I seen is riches and family. So this could definitely be a rich family here. It could be a rich family or a family who's doing something for riches. One or the other. Trying to unalive somebody for money. Yeah. Gain, riches, family, extraction. Think of another one of his songs. If it ain't about the money, somebody doing something for some money, y'all. Somebody has a fatal attraction. For fatal attraction to come out, that means somebody is stuck on someone here. Somebody doesn't want to let someone go here. For fatal attraction to come out here. I ain't about to keep fixing this thing up here, y'all. Clearly it don't want me to finish this video. We already know what it's about. People trying to unalive somebody for some money. People who have the money enough to bribe somebody to be unalived. People who can't control their anger and they feel like they can just do that with their money. Which is what I was talking about in my last video. People who doing things just because they can. No morals, no integrity. Yeah, no morals, no integrity. This card here says beauty, but you know what? Upright, this card is a house, it's stability, it's like fame, it's like a marriage. And so in reverse, although it has one meaning in reverse, I think of this card as being a broken home, instability, insecurities. Yeah, fame is in reverse. Somebody may be losing fame, somebody losing popularity, a broken marriage, a broken home is what this card is to me in reverse. And so we read the cards for what they are sometimes, but most of the time I read them the way I see it. I'm kind of an intuitive reader. And so that's what this is right here. False projects. False projects. Sadness. Queen of Swords here could be sad. They could be embarrassed about something. It's like, go to therapy. That's all. Go to therapy. You can't be that mad about something you chose to do. Go to therapy. Stop doing stupid stuff. That's how you fix that. Admit when you're wrong. Stop doing stupid stuff. Don't feel like you're just entitled. God didn't put you in the position you think you're in to call the shots when it comes down to people's lives. Do better. That's all. Swiftness. Something could be coming in fast. Something could be coming in fast. I used to anyway watch this other reader, and she used to say this card to her was like bullets coming in fast, like a lot of bullets flying. She must be from the hood or something. Why would you look at that card like bullets? But it could be. It could be swiftness. Something's coming in fast. Hell, it could be bullets. You never know. Could be. I just seen soldier as well. Soldier or a young boy. Secret Service, spying, vigilance. I should have took that card when I first seen it. That other card it said soldiers or a young boy here coming in fast with something. I know y'all. Somebody might be setting themselves up for something. Got Secret Service here. Authority overseeing something. What's coming in fast? Secret Service coming in fast. What is this? Gifts. Okay. So somebody might be coming in fast with some type of gift. What's on about? There we go. It's the same card, I think. A fair man, fair young man, someone with good news, some type of message coming in for you. It's coming in fast. Could be coming in from this Secret Service, from this person who's actively watching you. It's coming in fast. We got somebody here who's actively watching. They know what's going on. Came up upright, so it's not like stalking, but they are aware of what's going on. Something they've seen, maybe they've seen enough or something. Something's coming in fast from this fair person here. They have to do with some type of gift. Inheritance, something about legacy. Some type of good news is coming in to you. And right behind this says gift service as well. So in the midst of all this going on, somebody has some type of gifts coming in. Isn't that crazy? The ups and downs of life. You got somebody here. Somebody's still irritated though, y'all. So behind that, what do we have? Irritated, imitation, competition. Somebody's in the back that's still irritated by what's going on. And this could definitely be some type of loss, but you're not taking this loss. Somebody's coming in with something for you. You got gifts on at least two of these cards, and then we got this inheritance here. Somebody's coming in, so I don't think it's you taking a loss. I think it's you they wanted to make take the loss. And so this is why they're irritated. They're agitated because the imitation, the competition did not work. The loss they wanted you to take, I feel like they could very well be taking themselves. whoever this is with this fatal attraction, they need to go and sit down and stay off the drugs, whoever you are. I keep seeing drugs pop out here. Stay off the drugs. I also seen alcoholics. Somebody could drink real heavy. Oh no. I don't know what kind of drugs y'all be out here doing. I'm probably a little bit lame in a sense because I can't name all the drugs. I can only name like three of them. uh, that's not my thing. Yeah, I try to steer away from that. I don't do drugs. I'm not in and out of jail. That's not part of my personality. I'm actually a happy, friendly person. But you know, when you're surrounded with hateful people, you're surrounded with people who are constantly coming at you, people who are constantly trying to bring you down, then it's kind of hard to be yourself, the naturally happy person that you are. So it is what it is. This fatal attraction, boy. I gotta stay away from people like that. Especially those ones that know magic, those witches out there. I was just watching a video that was talking about witches. I don't know why they was just talking about witches because they're warlocks out here just the same. And they were saying these men start dating people and they don't know when they are witches. And the girl was just saying that nobody she ever dated knew that she was a witch, knew that she could do what she was doing. She was saying a couple of signs are them having an altar and having crystals around, y'all. And so I just thought that was so funny for her to be saying that she was a witch and for her to say those main signs, you know, a couple of signs. She didn't say the main ones, but she said a few signs to look for is having an altar and crystals around. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. For you to be a witch and for you to say those are the main signs when crystals, they speak about crystals in the Bible. That don't have nothing to do with witchery. Crystals can be used a lot for energy work. It has nothing to do with witchery. So I feel like it was like BS what she was saying, but I mean it was some truth in some of it because people really don't know who they out here dating, and they really could be dating witches or warlocks out here. And you mess around and you do something that angers them, and they be in the background trying to cast a spell on you, or they done did a love spell on you to begin with, and so you with the person that you wouldn't even be with if it wasn't for the love spells that they constantly doing on you to get you, but not only get you but to hold you there, to make you do certain things, to make you react certain ways, to make you chase them when you don't even deem them as worthy to be chased. And that's real. That is real. But I'm telling you, just to have crystals around, you can't look at a person that just has crystals and just feel like they are a witch. That doesn't make sense to me. Especially when crystals are used for what they are used for. It makes no sense to me. Washington tag. They always out here in these rental cars, y'all. I don't think there's that many people in town right now and have been for months. I feel like those are just people riding around in rental cars that don't want you to know what they tag look like. Don't want you to know where they truly are from, who they truly are. But you can trace rental car tags too. That's the funny part about it. Anyway, so yeah, I don't. Crystals is not just the end all be all. That's not a tell all type of thing. It actually, I was kind of taken back when she said crystals And an altar, because altars go back to our elders back in the day. They used to have prayer closets. They go in the closet and pray. And so altars, you can make altars for several different things. It can be for some witcheries, for some black magic, and you can make altars for prayer. What do you walk up to when you in church? You walk up to the altar. That's where you pray at. When they asking you if anybody want to give their life over to God, that's where you walk up to. You walk up to the altar. And so it's so funny to me that she would say she's a witch and nobody who she dated knew she was a witch, and then she would say the main signs is having an altar or having crystals, because that's so far from the truth. It's so many different ways to recognize a witch, but just by saying having an altar or crystals, that's unfortunate. I feel like it was kind of misleading to people out there. But they were right again, in a sense that you never know who you are dating. You never know those people you commit to and how fake they really are, and the things that they are really capable of doing when it comes down to them getting their way. And so I would definitely be careful about stuff like that. Ask questions, know who you are getting involved with. A lot of times people aren't quick to tell you they do that type of stuff anyway, because they use it to gain an advantage over people. That's why you don't see a lot of people out there doing helpful things. Most of the time you hear about black magic being done, because most of the time people do it to, like I said, they get it to do it to have their way. They do it to gain some type of advantage over the average person who may not know it, who may not do that type of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. We an hour into this again. I don't think I'm coming back tonight, so y'all have a good night. I don't know. It's just 10:50, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, have a good night. Just in case, um, get some rest, because I mean, whatever this is, it's not gonna work. Whoever these corrupt people are that's being paid to try to unalive somebody, you deserve to be put under the prison. No, it's unfortunate to have people like this in the system, people you expect to be there to help you, and they are there to do the dirty work of people who have money. It's like, you know what? I think you should turn that weapon on yourself. It's much more useful when it's done that way. But that's my opinion. Don't make it right, don't make it wrong. Anyway, good night.